I know that you are a good person, but it is important to understand that not everyone is like you. Our hearts want to believe that there is a solution for the whole world. We put our hopes in people, but if we are not careful, we can get hurt. Unfortunately, there are many malicious people who will cross our path from time to time. Pay attention to the signs and stay away from such people. You have probably already met someone truly cruel, who hurts others without remorse and exploits people as weaknesses for their own benefit. Sometimes these actions are so subtle that we don't even realize we are dealing with a bad person. Let us talk about the signs that indicate you are dealing with such a person. Some people, unfortunately, will always try to make you feel guilty in a situation or pretend to like you in your presence while speaking badly about you behind your back. It is important to be prepared because sometimes these people will come from outside trying to disturb your peace. But sometimes they may come from your own family. Family is a blessing, I have no doubt about that. But unfortunately, some people lean heavily toward their dark side. In today's video, I will tell you about 10 signs that you are dealing with a bad person and explain what to do when such people come your way. Before we move on to the first sign, make sure you hit the like button. If you love learning about life wisdom, remember this: people want to see you doing well, but never better than them. That is the plain truth. So, let us start with the first sign. Number 1, deriving pleasure from others' pain. Evil people enjoy watching others suffer. If you know someone who is happy when others are in distress, that is a clear sign that you are dealing with a bad person. This behavior shows a complete lack of empathy and can lead to harmful situations created purely for personal amusement. Imagine a colleague who, instead of helping when you are overwhelmed, laughs at your struggles, or a friend who makes jokes about your problems instead of offering support. These actions are not only heartless but also reveal a cruel nature. Such people may intentionally create bad situations just to take pleasure in others' suffering. They might also spread rumors and stir up conflicts just to watch people's reactions. It is important to recognize these signs early and distance yourself from those who exhibit such behavior to protect your emotional well-being. Number 2, the need to control your life. Evil people are extremely controlling. They feel uncomfortable and powerless if they are not in control of every aspect of their lives and the lives of those around them. They will do whatever it takes to ensure that everything happens according to their wishes and will abuse their power if they do not face resistance. Think about a boss who insists on micromanaging every tiny detail of your work, not to help, but to maintain complete control. This behavior can also be seen in relationships, where one partner tries to control every aspect of the other's life, from whom they talk to what they wear. This is not care. It is a desire to dominate another person. Controlling people use manipulation, guilt, and even threats to make others obey their will. It is important to recognize this and set boundaries. If you feel someone is trying to control you, try to distance yourself and protect your personal space. Number 3, lack of remorse. When a person does something wrong, they usually feel guilty and try to make things right. However, evil people feel no remorse for their actions. They can do terrible things without even thinking about the consequences. Moreover, if you try to call them out on their mistakes, they will either blame you or simply ignore your words. This is a sign of emotional coldness and an inability to show genuine compassion. Some of these people may even justify their actions by saying they acted for a good reason or try to paint themselves as the victim. For example, if someone betrays you, they might claim that your behavior forced them to do it rather than admitting it was their choice. This is a dangerous tactic because it makes the victim doubt themselves and their feelings. Remember, a good person takes responsibility for their actions, while an evil person does not. Number 4, they are charming, but only at first glance. Some evil people are masters of pretending to be good. They seem incredibly friendly, caring, and charismatic, but it is all just a mask. Their true nature only reveals itself when they no longer need to charm you. Such a person may be polite and courteous as long as they need something from you, but the moment you stop being useful to them, they change instantly. Pay attention to people who behave differently depending on the situation. If someone smiles at you but speaks badly about you behind your back, that is a clear sign of insincerity. The best way to deal with such people is to keep your distance and not fall for their tricks. They may try to manipulate you with flattery or promises, but it is important to see their true motives. Number 5, they never admit their guilt. For evil people, admitting mistakes is a sign of weakness. They will always find a way to shift responsibility onto someone else. Even when they are clearly at fault, they will deny it or try to blame others. For example, if such a person is late for a meeting, they will say it was due to traffic or that you didn't explain the location well enough. They will never admit they simply miscalculated their time. If you notice that someone constantly avoids responsibility for their actions and always blames others, be careful. This could be a sign that this person is manipulating you. Good people make mistakes too, but they acknowledge them and try to correct them. Evil people, on the other hand, will twist the truth, lie, and manipulate just to avoid looking guilty. Number 6, they thrive on chaos. Some people literally feed off negative energy. They love creating drama, conflicts, and scandals. If everything around them is calm, they will find a way to stir up trouble. This could be through gossip, provocation, or even direct confrontations. Their goal is to make people suffer, stress, and feel anxious. If you notice someone constantly fueling conflicts and dragging you into unpleasant situations, try to stay away. Evil people feel powerful when there is chaos around them, but you can preserve your energy by simply refusing to play their games. They do not deserve your attention or strength. Number 7, they lack genuine empathy. One of the key traits of evil people is a complete lack of empathy. They do not understand what others feel, and they do not care if their actions cause harm. Even when someone close to them is going through a hard time, they either ignore it or use it to their advantage. If you share a problem with such a person, they may pretend to sympathize, but their words will lack true compassion. Instead of support, they will likely steer the conversation toward themselves or start judging you. If you notice that someone is always indifferent to others' suffering, that is a serious reason to question their character. Number 8, they enjoy manipulating others. Evil people are masters of manipulation. They use lies, deceit, and half-truths to control those around them. They will twist your words, play the victim, or use emotional blackmail to get what they want. Their goal is always to gain power over you and make you do things for their benefit. You might find yourself agreeing to things you don't want to do just to keep the peace. They might guilt trip you into making sacrifices for them while they offer nothing in return. Recognizing these manipulation tactics is key to protecting yourself from their influence. Number 9, they break promises without remorse. Evil people often make promises they never intend to keep. They tell you what you want to hear in the moment, but when it comes time to follow through, they disappear or make excuses. If you confront them, they will either deny ever making the promise or blame external factors. This type of behavior can be incredibly frustrating, especially if you trusted them. Over time, it becomes clear that their words are meaningless. The best way to deal with such people is to stop expecting honesty from them and hold them accountable for their actions. Number 10, they elect true friendships because of their behavior. Evil people struggle to maintain genuine friendships. They might surround themselves with people, but these relationships are often shallow and transactional. They only keep people around as long as they are useful. If you notice that someone frequently changes friends, has many falling outs, or only talks about people in terms of what they can gain from them, be wary. A person who cannot maintain long-term relationships often lacks the sincerity and kindness needed for genuine bonds. How to protect yourself from bad people. Now that we have identified the signs of a bad person, the next step is knowing how to deal with them. The most important thing is setting clear boundaries. Do not let them manipulate or control you. Distance yourself from toxic individuals and protect your mental well-being. Trust your instincts. If something feels off about a person, do not ignore that feeling. Surround yourself with kind, honest, and supportive people who bring positivity into your life. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect and fairness. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on personal growth and self-protection. Thank you for watching, and take care of yourself.